Hey, happy Saturday. I'm Takara. I am the board lead for Bosses. I am the owner of the Boss That Behavior Empire and newly Seven Crowns Publications Empire as well. And this is Sis Talk Saturday. So I want to talk about testimony, telling your story. When most people think about testimony, they think about the church and they think about, the shouting and just telling how good the Lord has been, which He has been to me and to you as well. But I'm talking about your own personal testimony. Everybody got a story to tell. We all got stories to tell. I know for me personally, my story, oh God, my story is both, it's triggering. But at the same time, there's some laughter in there. You may shed some tears from hearing my story. You can empathize, you can sympathize, you can grow from it. It can inspire you. I want to touch bases on one thing though. Never let anybody tell your story for you. And when I say that, I mean this. You have people in your life that will literally speculate on what you've been through, what you didn't go through, who did and didn't do it. Okay? And when I say that, I'm talking about family members. Family members will sit there and deny and gaslight. They will victim blame. They will victim shame. And the whole entire time, they are trying to keep you from telling your story or sharing your testimony because they don't want their demons exposed, if that makes sense. I became a mom at the age of 15 years old. My child was born with a rare heart defect. 2 open heart surgeries before he was even a year old. By the time he was 5 months, and by the time I turned 16, I was burying that baby. I was a baby burying a baby, okay? And after that, yes, I had more kids at a young age. And it was hard. Coming from Mississippi, growing up in Mississippi, and you're a teen mom where they don't care about you. All you are is a statistics. Can't get my words out. But you get what I'm saying. It was hard. Where I am today, my pain, my testimony set that very foundation to where I am today. And it wasn't easy. I wasn't always a public figure to some. I didn't always have stability in my life. I wasn't always financially stable enough to where my children didn't have to worry about anything, okay? Let's start there. When I call myself a boss, it's because I'm self-made. It's because my story paved the way. My tears, my fears, my weaknesses became my strengths. Okay? The stones that were thrown at me from family members who said I couldn't and wouldn't do it. I took those stones and I built one mighty kingdom. Another part of never letting anybody else tell your story for you, because they will get it wrong. They will get it wrong. They would add their own spin to it. And they would try to make it seem like you didn't suffer or you didn't go through hell or hot water to get to where you are. So many platforms and brands were built from tears, pain, weariness, all of that. Have you ever seen the movie Sparkle, the remake with Whitney Houston? And she was telling her eldest daughter's sister, she said, first of all, if you're going to tell my tragic story, try giving me the honor of telling it right. I felt that when she said that. That's powerful. That's so powerful. Those words right there, out of the whole movie, that scene just grabbed me and snatched me. So never be afraid to tell your story, because nobody can tell your story the way you can. It's a testimony. It's your testimony. And did you know by telling and sharing your story, not only does it heal you, it heals the wounded child or the wounded adult in you. You can save somebody else who's going through the same thing, or you can uplift somebody else who has been through the same thing. Because a lot of times we as survivors and victims, we feel like we are so alone because nobody understands us. Nobody cares to understand when we voice our pain. So yeah, your testimony is your foundation to success. It's the very key to unlocking it. Use every teardrop, use every heartbreak, every door that was closed in your face, use all of that and level up, sis. You could do it. It's possible. It is very possible. Stay blessed.